Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Yeah, it's Thursday. This morning I did a video regarding having discovered this compilation of TikToks from this one content creator, and I was like, wow, it is a thing. I thought I was crazy. I sat there thinking, I wonder if this is a sign that I shouldn't be involved with this guy. And that was way back in the beginning. Because I had cysts, like right here. And then I ran across this thing, and it's like, oh my God. Eureka. Yeah. It was. So, it also got me sparked on the thought, I know that when I left the relationship, I was drinking, like, to calm my nerves. I was still bouncing. Like, what the fuck just happened, right? Psychologically, I was just like all over the friggin' place. And after watching Kristen Snowden's video the other day, and I did a take on it, I just kind of locked it down because I wasn't really sure how I felt about it. Everything I was talking about. Yeah, I was like, whoa. Yeah, she's got tools in there to help you, which I like. Yeah, we all know what these cluster B milkshakes and these, personality disorders are like. It's basically been drilled into our head by a gazillion different content creators over the past 5 years or so. It's like coming out of the woodwork. But there's not a whole lot on tools. Kristen goes into that, which I was like, you go, fist bump, right? And then I sat there thinking, there is a huge nutritional deficit amongst a lot of these victims, where unless they're digging online all day long, every day, and poking around into stuff like I do, because my phone sits up on my dash. And if I'm waiting my turn at a job, I'm looking for something. And I'll listen to it. If I'm home at night, I'm doom scrolling. I'll find something. If I get an idea in my head, I used to carry a notebook in my purse. I don't know what the hell I did with it. I think it's in my other book bag that's in the truck. I would write it down, and then I'd research it later. And one of the things that I had done prior to getting into that relationship was I was a very strict ketogenic diet. And I would follow content creators like, oh God, my brain's fried today. I'm ready for bed. I'm ready to go to bed. I need to eat first, though. I haven't eaten yet, so that's probably why I'm a little slow on the uptake right now. But Thomas DeLauer, where he talks about cycling carbs. Going keto for a few months and then going off it for a few months, and then going keto for a few months and then going off it for a few months. I do that. I also, I have one cheat day a week, and I also am capable of eating certain carbs, and my body likes them and does really well, and I don't lose my ketosis because I am a hypoglycemic. Yeah, the military created this monster. Good times. And it took me years to figure out what I could eat, when I could eat it, how much. Yeah. So keto works really good for me. And I'm more of like just a natural food person, more so than a keto Nazi. But I was very strict keto at one point, and it did not agree with me. And then I ran across a content creator who was talking about how women probably need more carbs than what the structure of the ketogenic diet has listed. And athletes people who do a lot of cardio or are very active, they live a very active lifestyle, they probably need a lot more than what the ketogenic diet lists. But what a lot of people don't understand is that when you go ketogenic, it's not, you're not going to sit there and eat steaks every night for dinner and then 100 grams worth of carbs of gummy worms. No. That is not what it means. It means you're going to take out all of the bullshit, sugar, candy, sweets, cookies, cupcakes, all that crap. Now, what I can tolerate as opposed to somebody else who has issues. Yeah, I don't have issues. I have a narcissistic induced metabolic syndrome. And I have a high cortisol level from this abuse. So I have to focus on the adrenal aspects of it. I have to focus on the thyroid aspects of it. And a lot of people who come out of these relationships, they haven't got a clue what I'm even talking about right now. They are going to have to go behind me and look all this stuff up. And if they do, they're looking it up and they're not understanding it. Supplementation to give your body a boost and getting your brain back to where it was before. Because when you leave these relationships, you are technically brain damaged. I was. It's like my vocabulary went out the window. My wit factor went out the window. I was feeling as though I was, like literally the relationship had just decimated half of my IQ. And that was frustrating. It's like literally like somebody with dementia. They realize they're getting dementia and they don't know what to do about it. Well, I knew what to do about it. I realized what had happened. It was just a matter of being able to focus on myself and not my past. And put all of these different variables of things that I had learned prior back in order. Taking my life into my own hands. I do not trust generic practitioners. They have to, it's like, I look for, it's like I do a better job of selecting a doctor to take care of me than I do a man to come into my life. Figure that one out. I've been gaslit so badly. Maybe this will change after the shit that I've been through. But I've been gaslit so badly throughout the course of my life from 18 years old to now, or to about 5 years ago, when I finally got the balls to stand up to one and say, that ain't right. No, we're done. You know damn well that a statin does not touch LP(a). I think we're done here. I'll be requesting a new doctor. For her to recommend me take a statin that some other doctor that was 5'4" and 400 pounds and had an affinity for fucking Coca-Cola prescribed without doing an NMR, a coronary artery calcium score, EKG for crying out loud, NMR, and a thyroid panel, full thyroid panel. Yeah, for her to suggest that to lower an LP(a), I was like, no, you're done. Just pack your fucking bags, because, one of the doctors I got after her was like, go get your NMR and everything done. If you're going to do it through LabCorp, go ahead and get it done. And when you get done, I'm going to look at it and see what I feel about it. And would you be opposed to taking possibly Crestor? I said the lowest dose they make. If you think it would even help. But once you see my results, I can guarantee you're going to be like, nope. I've got a good beat on things. But it bothers me when I have to deal with the arrogance and the ignorance and the brainwashed medical faculty. And they, wow. Oh, there we go. Got it. Oh, yeah, I probably got fucking shit in my hair. The belt dripped on me as I walked through to go get to my truck to go home. Anyway, yeah, I have no faith in the medical system. And most of my knowledge and my advice that I actually heed comes off of YouTube. Most of the knowledge that I've gotten about this cluster B milkshake that I dealt with came off YouTube. And then I went behind them and bought their book, read the book, signed up for online EDMR. I have a hypnotherapy app, which is working. Oh my God. That might be it too, along with nattokinase. Yeah, I got some of that, for the cardiology portion of it. But a lot of people are like, well, they ask me, like, how do you know all this stuff? Why would you understand all this stuff? It's because my father died of a heart attack. And I'm like his little mini-me. And my older sister, who's a diabetic, she's like our grandmother. She looks exactly like her. Me and my sister look very much alike. So we kind of parallel my father in that regard. She's on one end of the spectrum, I'm on the other. She has low cholesterol and diabetes. I have high cholesterol, no diabetes. I do keto. She does insulin. Yeah, and I study psychology because I like it. Because it's interesting. And I probably got shit wrong with me too. So I'd like to know what's going on in my own head. So I can psychoanalyze the way people are talking to me. And I can be like, yeah, you got childhood trauma. Go fix yourself. And then come back. When I'm in the professional atmosphere, I don't want to deal with people. But something I'm doing is working. I don't know what. The man, part of the team that I just poured a footing for, came up to my truck and he was like, oh shit, I thought you were a new driver. I thought they hired a new girl. I didn't even recognize you. You look different. I said, that's interesting that you say that because I haven't been up all fucking night. He was like, no, seriously, you look brighter. It's like, whatever it is I'm doing, it's working. And I'm going to keep doing it. But yes, hypnotherapy. 1. Brain supplementation. We're going to bring the... Yeah. Oh yeah, the add-on to the eclectic chaos is, you see all these tools behind me? Yeah, that's part of my life. I'm a tinkering motherfucker. Where are the ones that help with my brain? Vinpocetine shit. I've been taking this stuff for 25 years. No, not a medical doctor. But this stuff I don't think is going to affect anything. And from what I could tell from the book that I have from Dr. Amen, this is technically harmless to counteract or interact with anything. But look it up just in case, because don't take my advice. I am not a doctor. But vinpocetine supports cognitive performance. There's that. Lion's mane, turkey tail, reishi, chaga, and cordyceps. I have the mushroom blend. I use this brand. But I took these two quite religiously when I first started supplementing. Cortigon, I took for a little bit. Theanine, tyrosine, lysine. Where's the other one? Taurine. Pantothenic acid. That's a hormonal thing. You might want to... Yeah, it's actually proofs in the pudding. Kid had a pimple. Not me, kid. And I was like, here, start taking this. Pimple dried right up. So, it works for that. Not to mention, it probably works for other things too. But it's just B5. And it's hormonal support. And then I started recently taking vitamin A and iodine and Dr. Weston's T2 to support my thyroid. And I take Tudka because intestinal, the stomach issues, having left that relationship, my stomach is a mess. I think my gallbladder literally stopped working. That's seriously what I think happened. It's like all of a sudden I just couldn't digest. I was like, I would eat at 11 o'clock in the afternoon, like now it's like, what, noon? And I would wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I felt like I had a boulder in my stomach, like nothing had digested. Nothing. I was like, this ain't like me. Something's wrong. So I started Googling around. And of course, thank you to YouTube University, I found a resolution. It's like, you know what? I'll try anything right now. I'm not, sure enough, it works. Eureka. So my goal is to try and just be empathetic to the fact that there's people out there that actually have absolutely no idea what to do. They're sick. Their autoimmune is going crazy. I am not opposed to the lion diet. I am not opposed to the full carnivore diet. I am not opposed to the under 20 grams of carb keto diet. But what I think a lot of these victim survivors, thrivers, and recovered personnel would probably benefit from is getting rid of all the chemical bullshit. That includes those stupid seed oils. That includes, processed foods of any kind. Eat organic, eat real. Period. And shit, even my beer is fucking imported. Shit ain't made in the United States. It's the only brand I'll drink. It's the only one that doesn't make me feel like I'm in my third trimester after 3 beers. Whatever it is they're doing with the beers here in the United States, it's the grain. There's something in the grain. This does not do this to me. Not at all. Shout out to Modelo. Seriously. Never feel like I'm about to just... 3 Budweisers, I feel like I'd probably float away. There's a lots to consider. Lots of information that I have in this head of mine that I've been working on for the last year, going on 1.5 years. And a lot of cross comparison, a lot of ironic, like, holy cow, Eureka, yeah, that's me too. wow, I'm not alone. So, on the nutrition aspect of things, I would say that if you are dealing with autoimmune conditions, I would do an elimination diet and get your, if you're a vegan, you need to increase your proteins. Period. Your brain is starving. You need protein. So if you're not an avalacto, I don't know, I don't have any protein advice for you other than eat the shit out of some legumes. But find organic ones. Get rid of the chemicals. If you're avalacto, cheese and eggs. Lots of them. There's different vegan. Yes, you got vegetarians, you got vegans. Eat more fish. If you can. More seafood. Get as organic. Don't get that farm shit. It's got way too many heavy metals in it. Our food is jacked the fuck up. So, with us having dealt with the abuse that has stifled our brain chemistry and our hormonal balances, whether male or female, the worst thing that we could do is live on processed food and expect our brain health to get better. Look into Dr. Amen. He's amazing. His wife is amazing. They go into depth about nutrition and brain health. He's probably the only one, other than me. I am strictly focusing on someone who has been abused by a personality disorder. He covers the grounds of somebody with a personality disorder or somebody who has damaged their brain due to addiction, TBIs, etc. He fixes brains. I'm trying to resurrect them. Do your research. Look stuff up. But I can give you the breadcrumbs. Where to go. What to look for. What you should focus on. And yeah, we are lacking in this category. Just like shit, the courts are lacking in their acknowledgement that this is an actual abuse. What we've been through. Just because they didn't break our arms and bust our jaws doesn't mean that we weren't abused. And our nutrition sucks in America. So, guidance. Look for these doctors who like the all-natural diets. Look for the doctors that are on the ketogenics. Look for the ADHD guys. Because when you come out of this relationship, you could literally be diagnosed with ADHD. That's how twisted your fucking head is. And you may experience that type of symptomatic behavior for years afterward. It will linger. You need to feed your brain. Organic, good, healthy food. And God help me, if you're going to drink beer, get something organic or imported. If you're going to drink liquors, get something imported. The grains don't have chemicals in them. Good luck. Peace out. I hope that kind of opened your eyes to a little bit of... Who knows? I'll probably lock this one down again too. Doesn't matter. They'll fucking gig me on my beer selection. Sorry, I don't like American-made beer, alright?